Hello, Ladislas Maurice from the wanderinginvestor.com. So today I'm in Bar in southern Montenegro. We're in front of the Bar Serbian Orthodox Cathedral. There's a service going on right now. It's a beautiful, beautiful church. Andreas's office is actually right behind, so it's a 30-second walk. So Andreas is a holy man. You go to church every day?
Yeah, 2 times a day.
2 times a day. So we're here to talk about the latest tax changes in Montenegro. So there have been changes from a personal income tax point of view and some changes with regards to corporate structures as well. So Andreas here helps people obtain residency in Montenegro, and he's an agent as well for people who want to create their companies in Montenegro and manage them from an accounting point of view, from a tax point of view. So tell us, Andreas, what are some of the latest changes? Let's start first with corporate and then let's go into personal income tax rates.
Okay, thank you, Ladislas. So basically, from a corporate taxation point of view, what happened is that Montenegro, that has been a flat tax country, went over to a system of progressive taxation. So what used to be a simple 9% taxation on corporate income is now a bit more complicated. So let's dive down into the numbers. So corporate income up until 100,000 euros a year is taxed at a rate of 9%. Everything from 100,000 to 1.5 million is taxed at 12%. Everything above 1.5 million is taxed at 15%. So we're talking about business income, about profits that a business makes during a year. When we go to the personal taxation, there have also been some changes. Montenegro used to have the same 9% taxes on personal income, on dividends, on rents, on royalties. That used to be taxed at 9%, but now the rate went up to 15%. It's getting a bit more expensive actually in Montenegro, but what can we do?
It's actually a trend that we're seeing in most countries around the world, especially after the whole issues of the last few years. Taxes are going up everywhere. Unfortunately, Montenegro is no exception. Still, from a corporate point of view, it's still very attractive. From a personal income tax point of view, essentially you have to pay now 15% on dividends, capital gains, worldwide income, roughly 9% in some cases, but just as foreigners who move here, typically it's more 15%. So when I look at Montenegro, I still see it as a fantastic lifestyle option. It's still a low tax country by European standards. I wouldn't say that Montenegro is a good place to create a company and manage remotely. There are other jurisdictions that are more attractive for this. When you create a company in Montenegro, it's really if you either conduct business in Montenegro, or if you plan on living in Montenegro and funnel your earnings from abroad to Montenegro through this Montenegrin entity. So I'd say those are the two use cases for Montenegrin companies.
Definitely. I mean, maybe let's say there's one positive aspect of this taxation reform, which is employing people is less expensive. So basically what the Montenegrin government did is to cut off the part of health contributions that is due on the monthly payroll. This is making it less expensive to employ people. So if you looking at establishing a business and employing maybe not one, maybe a couple of people, it's getting less expensive. That's maybe the positive part of it. The main objective was to raise the average wage for Montenegrin citizens. That's why they followed their path in reducing the contributions on the salary, but upping up the tax rates for corporations and also on a personal level.
Cool. So still an attractive option, especially I would say for people from the US, from Canada, from Australia, from South Africa, who want to live in Europe, who want to live in a beautiful country in Europe, who don't want to pay too many taxes. I'm excluding Americans because they're a special case here. It's easy to move here. It's a bit of paperwork. Andreas is here to help with this, but if you go through the paperwork, go through the process, you get to live in Europe, as opposed to going through the Schengen zone, which is a lot more expensive and a lot harder. So if you want to get in touch with Andreas with regards to immigration matters, there's a link below on how to obtain residency in Montenegro. There's also a link on how to create a company in Montenegro, and then Andreas can help you create a company, move here. He's got accountants on board, pay your taxes, etc., etc. Andreas, thank you very much. Always a pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
Cheers.
See you next time.